Hello, everybody. Hey, hello. This is going to be a wild one today. I have a comedian, a writer. She has a comedy album on Sirius called Bomb Threat. She's originally from Ireland, and it is a pleasure to have Helen Wildy here.
Hello. Thanks
Hi,
for having
Helen.
me,
How are
Scott.
you?
I'm great. How are
So
you?
nice to meet you.
It's lovely to meet you. What a fun connection we
Well, we have
have.
a lot of stuff. Like, for instance, I mentioned Ireland.
hmm
And I think, and again, you have to correct me because I get this crack staff puts it together. When you were six, your
hmm
family went from Ireland to Pittsburgh.
That's right.
Now I'm in
That
York, Pennsylvania, but you see, now this is where you're going to see we're joined at the hip a little bit.
hey.
How did your parents decide from Ireland to Pittsburgh? How did that happen?
Yeah, I'm from Belfast in the north, and my dad was working for an American company at the time, and they had offered him a job either in Belgium or Pittsburgh.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, and we had a big family meeting about I have three big brothers. So the eldest was 15 at the time. So we had a big family meeting about like, oh, okay, we're gonna go somewhere for a couple years was the plan. I think three
Right.
years. It's been 30. So, um, so yeah, and we had a little meeting and then we decided that yeah, Pittsburgh speaks English, helpful. My two eldest brothers were already going into high school, so they thought let's just go somewhere that speaks English for a couple years. The exchange rate was good, I guess, at the time coming to America. Yeah, and so we moved to Pittsburgh and then stayed. So it's crazy.
Yeah, you
I
jumped real 30 years.
yeah,
It's going
it's
to
been
be
about 30
two
years.
and ended up 30.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And then, I always think about what I'd be like in Belgium. I'd have a little beret, I'd have a baguette, be a completely different life. But yeah, because we were here for a few years, and then once my brother was 15 when we got here. And so by the next summer, he had to just start thinking about is he going to college in America? And
Right.
so, yeah, and now we're all super American. And my parents have a bunch of American grandchildren. They can't believe it. Everyone else is still in Ireland except for us. So
Oh,
it's,
really? Okay.
yeah, so it's
Now,
funny.
are you presently, and I'm not sure because North Carolina's in the mix. Are you in New York? Is that where you're living now?
Yeah, I live in New York City now.
Okay.
You're in
And
Old York. I'm in New York.
you, when you were growing up, whether it be back in Ireland, Pittsburgh, wherever, did you know that you were going to entertain people?
I did not. I had no idea.
Okay.
I'm very surprised still to this day.
Right.
I think everyone in Ireland is naturally very funny.
Okay.
Like your cab driver's funny, the person serving you is funny. Everyone is just naturally funny. So it never even occurred to me. And we moved here, and then someone's like, "You're funny," and I was like, "Everyone's funny." Like I didn't understand. And then yeah, I have one of my big brothers is he's the one right above me. So we grew up just a grade apart, Irish twins, and he was like star of the musicals and star like he was track star, prom king. Like we thought he would perform and maybe I would write because I was always writing my whole life, writing
Right.
jokes and but I never thought I would be the one to get on stage and do it. I was nervous to do it. And then he double dog dared me to do it one day.
It was an open mic, right? 20,
It
you
was
were
an open
20,
mic
20, 26, is that right?
in 2016.
No, I mean you were 26,
Oh
whatever,
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
something like
It
that.
must have
Yeah.
been. Oh yeah. No, oh yeah, it was 2012. I went to my first one when I was 26 and then it went so well. I couldn't believe it.
Right.
And then I didn't go back like really until 2016. I would maybe do it like once a year and I was like, ah, you know.
Okay.
And then yeah, and then 2016 I really fell in love with it and got obsessed
So
and
the
couldn't stop doing
catalyst
it.
for starting was your brother double dog daring you.
Double dog dare, legally binding from an older sibling. Had to do it. And yeah, and then just was obsessed. Couldn't believe how well it went and still can't believe it. Really, it's just the
Well,
most fun thing.
and it has gone really well. Best of Pittsburgh, best of Seattle, best of Raleigh. Um, through all of that, do you have like a favorite? Like in other words, didn't get. Did you go to North Carolina? How did you end up in North Carolina, or when did that happen?
Yeah, I moved from Pittsburgh to Seattle for a couple years, and then I my person I was dating at the time was offered a job in North Carolina, so we went there for her job, and then we broke up, and I was like, "Well, I'm going to New York City, baby."
Okay, of those best of, that's a huge accomplishment.
Thank you.
No, I mean it. That's to be the best of a city, and then three of them, very different material.
Yeah, it was really good because I started in Pittsburgh. So that was kind of just what I thought. And then, obviously Seattle is so different. Pittsburgh's
Right.
such like a blue collar town mentality still.
I
And then Seattle's very like super progressive.
right, right.
And I have a friend, Joe Dombrowski. He's a gay guy from Michigan, and he has a joke
I know
about
Jay. Yeah.
when, oh yeah, when he moved to Seattle from Michigan, he looked at his husband and was like, "Are we Republicans here?" Because it's
Right,
like
right, right.
so liberal. And so yeah, that was a very fun. Very different. And then yeah, going to the South from there, it was really helpful. You get this from touring too, where it's just like you see what's going to work here. Like there's jokes I will do in New York City that will work that I wouldn't do outside.
Yeah.
Even like jokes about Taylor Swift won't work in New York City. It's just like fun is it's really such a fun like scientific process I think to go through and like be like okay what's like you're just testing like what's going to work in this town and then yeah kind of have a mental list of like okay I'm in geographically this area or another country. Okay, so
Well,
ditch all the pop culture references now, so it's
you're
fun.
playing it. You like going right down the list because you did
Hey.
three tours with the Armed Forces Entertainment. I've had a lot of people, um, that have been involved with that. And
Hmm.
you mentioned being all over the world.
Hmm.
Do you have a favorite place that you enjoyed and one that maybe you didn't enjoy so much?
My favorite place I've ever been, I went to Antarctica one time
Wow.
a few years ago, 2023, and I did stand up on the boat. Not this was just like a vacation that I had planned. I always wanted to go, and my friends were also free at the time. We're like, let's go. And it's just so otherworldly. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. You go for the animals, and then they say you go back for the ice because it's just like these floating artworks like everywhere. There's just whales breaching everywhere. There's albatross. There's penguins purpose. It's like it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. Like elephant seals, it's unbelievable. So I was trying to get a Guinness Book World Record. So I thought, what if I did stand up on this boat? And I was like, it was the most well attended show in Antarctica, was what I was trying for. So I had everyone on the boat came, very nice. It was only like 90 people on the boat. Um, and yeah, it was really fun. I think I did like 12 minutes because I didn't want to take up too much of their vacation. They spent a lot of money on. But yeah, it was really, so that's really stands out. I was in a penguin suit, a dress,
Oh,
penguin
wow.
onesie. Yeah, it was just really fun. And yeah, somewhere I didn't enjoy as much. Not really. I mean, I went with the military thing. We went all
Well, I
over,
was
went to
going to,
Alaska.
how did you get involved with the Armed Forces Entertainment?
Um, my friend Ashley Gutermuth she's a military spouse and she had a big following and they
Yeah.
invited her and then she invited me to come and open for her, which was really cool.
Yeah. Dwayne White has been on my show and he heads up that. And there's been a couple of people from my nephew's in the Army. I totally
Oh,
support that.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it was great. Those audiences were incredible. And especially the more remote of a place you went to, the more they were just so excited and
Yeah.
grateful that you came all that way. And they were the most fun crowds for sure.
So you enjoyed the heck out of it.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we're going to hit a little bumpy patch.
Uh-oh. Buckle in.
I always, if you haven't watched any of my interviews, we always hit a little bumpy patch where Scotty T goes off the rails a little bit.
Love it.
Apex, North Carolina,
Yep.
lesbian hotspot.
Lesbian hotspot.
Now, before you say anything, I've been to Apex, North Carolina.
Really?
I have a whole North Carolina. Do you want me? Should I do it real quick?
Yeah, tell
My
me,
North Carolina story?
please.
Because if you think it's a lesbian hotspot, I'm from York, Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
And the first time I went to North Carolina, guy said to me, "Where you from, boy?" I said, "York, Pennsylvania." "Well, you's a goddamn Yankee." That's the truth.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So, lesbian hotspot.
Lesbian hotspot. That is a joke. That is, I have in my act, I say lesbian hotspot. Then I say, that is a rumor I started
Yeah.
to try to get some lesbians to move there. Didn't spread. So that was fun. You just learn so much. I started saying y'all. It's so cute. It's the best, I think, you
Yeah.
plural option. Because in Pittsburgh, we have yins, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
cute.
Right.
And in Ireland, it's yous. But yeah, I think y'all is just like So cute. And I feel like now I've earned living there for 2 years. I feel like I've earned a right to say it. So
Yeah,
that's
well,
fun.
and again, trust me, I'm just because you just recently, I think in April, got married.
I did.
I'm so
Thank you so
happy for
much.
you.
Ah, thank you.
I really am.
We are elated. We just had our 3 month anniversary on Sunday. We just can't believe it. We're so
Well,
happy.
and
We're like, we just get to be together forever. We're like, it's
and
amazing.
I jumped around a little bit there because in North Carolina you broke up with your old, yeah, and I love
Yeah.
that whole bit.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
That's why I'm so happy for you now that you found true love.
Me too. It's the best. Worth the
Yeah.
wait, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
It's
no,
amazing.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and you, because again, I do my research. You just posted the other day, or recently, Instagram with your ADHD wife and
Yeah.
tennis.
Yeah. Yeah. We went to play tennis and she got very distracted by a butterfly.
Right.
I was like, this is going to be a long match, but I'm like happy to pause anytime you need, honey. No, it
Let
was
me
so
ask you.
cute.
Let me ask you, because we're joking around a little bit, but um, do you? I lost my train of thought. Do you enjoy doing the skit kind of thing like that with your wife or Instagram or where you say
Mhm.
you dressed up in a penguin outfit? Do you
Yeah.
enjoy doing that as much as stand up or not?
Not as much as stand up. I think stand up is my
Right.
favorite thing to do in the world. But yeah, I think it's just we're so lucky to be around in a time where you just have a camera in your hand all the time.
Right,
That's a
right.
really good quality. You can just make whatever. You can just put it out immediately. It can go to, I think that's a real luxury.
Oh yeah.
and and I'm really grateful for it. So yeah, I like to be silly. I like to have fun. So I just put them
Gotcha.
up all the time as much as yeah possible.
Well, and I missed something there in North Carolina, Duke University. I thought
Mm,
that was really cool. Do you mind telling people about that? Because I didn't even know
sure.
such a thing existed.
Yeah, I my friend Dr. Boran Ma, she's a scientist and she's a comedian who was in North Carolina. Now she's in Mississippi. But she was working at Duke and she started this program. It was a class called Integrating Comedy into Science Communications. And so she brought in some of her favorite comedians from North Carolina to come and help. And we met with scientists. I've now since done it at Duke as well, or at Columbia as well, which was really cool. Where yeah we go in and because scientists are so smart and they're so but their baseline is so much above where everyone else's comprehension level is, so they'll start explaining the research to you and it's like I'm sorry you lost me on like the second word which is
Right,
so it was really fun because we would get them to explain it to us, and if a comedian can understand it anyone can understand it. So
right.
they would explain it to us and then we would help them make TikToks or reels or shorts to like we make them package their research in a way that was funny and relatable. So there was this guy at Duke, for example, who was growing human bones in a lab, which is unbelievable. And I was like, oh, it's like in Harry Potter 2 when he breaks his arm and then and I was like, to us, that's magic. Like it's literally magic. And to you, it's just what you're working, like you're 9 to 5. It's crazy. So yeah, so just helping them come at it from like a sillier angle and yeah, and then hopefully that will hopefully lead to more grant money and stuff and more research. And yeah, I'm always very impressed with the academic crowd.
I have a one of my favorite guests who's was just on a few months ago, Valeria Volpe. She was a Google data scientist,
Oh,
and she now is doing stand up and just killing it. She
that's cool.
opened for Ricky Gervais, and I
Nice.
couldn't be happier for her and that I had her on my show. She was dumb enough to come on this little doggy thing. You have a comedy album called Bomb Threat,
Yes.
Sirius XM, whatever series. How did that come about? And are you planning on another like special or anything got coming?
Yeah, I've got another one in the works that hopefully will be on Prime.
Right.
That's the goal. Yeah, Bomb Threat was great. I was living in North Carolina at the time, and I was a real regular at Good Nights Comedy Club, which I love. And they're part of the Helium network.
Yeah.
So it was, yeah, it was. They asked me if I wanted to do an album, and I was honored and excited. And yeah, it's called Bomb Threat because I'm from Belfast, Northern
Yeah.
Ireland, and
Right.
it's
Right.
about
Right.
yeah, it's about a
That's
joke where my there's a bomb threat called into my middle school, and every parents except for mine from Northern Ireland were like, and mine were like, oh, sure, it's just a threat, like you're fine. Um, And so, and then also on a meta level, every time I guess you do stand up, there is a threat of bombing. So I thought that was fun, a fun double
I didn't
entendre.
even get that part. I got the Belfast, Ireland. I
Yeah,
didn't get the, but I
yeah.
don't think you bomb very often.
No, thankfully no.
You open for David Tell, Maria
Yeah,
Bamford, and Carmen Esposito, I think it is.
Cameron. Yeah,
Uh, what's that?
Cameron Esposito. Yeah, she's great.
Cameron, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, no
Uh,
problem.
Out of all of you've done, you've been doing comedy for a while now. Favorite memory?
Ooh, favorite memory. Recording the album was such a dream because it was in North Carolina, at Good Nights, which is one of my favorite clubs ever. And it was, they had just opened their new location. So I was very lucky to get to kind of break it in. It was like sold out show. It felt kind of like your wedding day feels, where it's like people from all kinds of parts of your life. Like my family came down, some friends from like college and high school and stuff. And then unlike my wedding, there were also just like a bunch of people I don't know, which
Okay.
was also, yeah, it was just such a magical experience. I felt so supported. Some of my best friends in comedy came down to open for me. Ashley, Liz Glazer came down, and then yeah, some friends
Okay.
who were North Carolina comedians who I really loved. So it was just, it felt like such a love fest, and then to get to do this thing I love and this material I've been working on for a long time. And yeah, it was amazing. I was really happy.
Okay. That's all good, fine and good. All fine and good.
That's good.
You remember the second part?
Mm-mm.
Least favorite.
Oh, least favorite in comedy.
Because see, you haven't apparently picked up. I'm an idiot.
My least favorite part. One time I did, and I'm grateful for any stage time, but one time I did a show in a froyo shop. This was like pretty
Oh,
early
good
on.
Lord.
And it was so funny because it was like, 8 o'clock on a Friday night in a froyo shop. And it didn't occur to me that who is at a froyo shop at 8 o'clock on a Friday night? It's like high school kids. It's only high school kids, really, because where else are they going to go hang out? So it was all these like 16-year-olds, and there's nothing scarier than like a group of teenagers for some reason. So we're all just doing, I think I had to do like 25 minutes to like this like group of probably like 4 to 6 teenagers. And then they paid me in froyo, which they underestimated.
Good
They
Lord.
underestimated how much froyo I could eat, by the way. Um, so got my money's worth. But yeah, that was a tough time, I would say, for me. That was a dark
Okay.
day.
And you're going to realize how big of an idiot I am right now.
Tell
I
me.
just noticed your dog back there.
Hey, yes.
He
Well,
spun around. See if you can get him to come over.
Brady, hi, good girl. Yeah, she's in on that double pillow situation. I think it's pretty hard to
I saw a video where the heart once with the heart once where you got her and she's laying on your lap. Oh my God.
yeah, she's a
But
little sweetie pie.
just while you were talking, she's looked out. I said, "Oh my God, there's a dog back there. I didn't even see it."
She's so cute.
That's wonder. Yeah, you did a video with it,
Yeah.
with her. I mentioned Rich Scheidner. I was wondering, is that you met him?
Yes.
Tell me how you met him, and was that in North Carolina,
No, that was here. That was through a mutual friend. He
in New
was doing
York?
a show at Gotham,
Okay.
his history of stand-up show.
Yeah, I love it.
Um,
I love all of that.
Me too. And so I went with a friend to see it, and a friend Ashley, and yeah, and then we just met him after, and well, A was just blown away by what a wealth of information he is on stand-up comedy. And I love the videos he makes. Check them out. The history of stand-up comedy. He has the craziest stories
Yeah.
about, and he just is it's such a source of information, and like just the coolest behind the scenes stuff. You just learn so much. So I just was blown away by him. And then he's so funny and sweet. Yeah. So we became pals after that. And yeah, he's great. How did you
I
meet
was
Rich?
well, I can't really
Uh-oh.
see, why. When did you think you could start asking questions?
Oops.
Let me ask you because you mentioned writing and stuff. What is your process for writing when you sit down and
I try to write 10 jokes a day just to
yeah,
keep the muscles going. Because I feel like, it's hard to warm up, but if you try to keep yourself a little warm, I think that's really helpful. So I do that. And then, yeah, just any kind of prompt, I'll just think of a word and then be like, okay. Or I'll just, you just have to hash them out. And then luckily also, when things just come to you, those ones I feel like are a gift where you're like, oh, that's funny. And then you write it down and start to craft it, and then take it to the stage. But yeah, it happens in those two ways, I would say.
Brian Kiley. Do you know Brian? Brian was on my
I know,
show.
I've never met him, but I know him, who he is. Yeah,
Brian
he's
does
great.
that. He gets up every day and writes 5 jokes.
That's great. That is actually a bust of Conan O'Brien. It's not very
Yeah.
accurate, but so I know Brian worked for
You'll have to
Conan for a
check
long
out
time.
you'll have to check out the interview with Brian because I have a
I
clip
will.
from with Bob Newhart. It's really cool. I just
Wow.
remembered, by the way, because again, I do smoke a lot of pot and I've done a lot of drugs, and I'm 63 years old and I can make up 10 more excuses. Jeff Jeff Capri. Jeff
Mm,
Capri said you have to have this one on Rich Scheidner, and so Jeff
hmm.
Capri is the one that. Hopefully, I got his name right, Jeff Capri. Anyway, we're gonna do a couple more, and I'm gonna let you get going. Of course, hopefully, you got a comedy minute for me, but
Sure.
these are I added these recently, and I really like them, believe it or not, because they're so simple. Because I'm a very simple man, if you haven't figured it out. Favorite food?
Tomatoes.
Really?
Yeah, I have a shirt that says I heart tomatoes, and it is such a conversation starter because people come up and they're like, "What does that mean?" And I'm like, "It means I love tomatoes." They like can't believe that I just love tomatoes enough to wear a shirt.
Right.
Yeah, and they're so. I mean, name a more versatile fruit. It can't be done. They're good in everything. They're good as sauce. They're good as a condiment. They're good on their own. They're good on a sandwich. They're good as salad. They're good everywhere. So that's my favorite.
Okay. Well, again, I grew tomatoes and all kinds of tomatoes. Are you familiar with
Mm,
pineapple tomatoes?
no,
There's pineapple tomatoes. Yeah. See, there's a lot of different kinds of tomatoes.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Pineapple
Yum.
tomatoes. If you think you like tomatoes, wait to
And I
get
do.
your hands on because they're like this big. They get to be huge,
Oh, yum.
and
That's
they're
a
and they're
dream.
they're not as they're sweet. But
Mm,
so, in other words, just to be clear, Helen, if it was you for some reason did something bad,
okay.
prison,
Oh,
they're
man.
gonna, last. This is it, Helen. Last meal.
Last meal.
Are you still
Oof.
getting tomato sandwich with mayonnaise, or what are you getting?
There would be tomatoes involved. I'd probably
Okay.
do like my mom's Irish Sunday roast, like a
Okay.
roasted potato, like I'd
Yeah.
probably, some like some it's very Irish, just like mashed carrots and parsnips instead of mashed
Yeah.
potatoes. You get the roasted potatoes with some butter and gravy. I'd be snacking on tomatoes for sure. I'd have a pavlova for dessert. Ooh, I'd probably have like a really nice salad with a lot of tomatoes, or just like a tomato with like just with like a little balsamic on top. I mean,
We
there's
got to
no wrong
have
way.
moms. Got to have moms mashed in there.
Yeah, you got to get mom involved
All
in that, and
right.
maybe like even a curry. It's like
Whatever
tomato
you want.
potato.
The
They're
best answer
top
I've heard
two.
so far is
What?
endless shrimp.
And you'll never die.
Yeah. Another one I heard
They're
is
like he's still working on
I
shrimp.
think it was just the other day, guys. Fred Rubino said, "I want the meat from every endangered species. Go round them up."
Um, it's gonna be a while.
Exactly. Favorite
All right.
TV show?
Gilmore Girls.
I thought so.
Yeah, it's
That's
Gilmore
how
Girls.
you and your wife you got together, right?
Yeah, well, we
Second
found out
date
on
or
our
something.
first date. I brought it up, and then she was also equally obsessed with Gilmore Girls. It's something we just both always have had on in the background for years. So it's like I've never met someone who I can be like, say a quote, like, "What episode is that?" If I'm making a video about it, and she'll be like, "Oh, that's like season 5, episode 10." It's so helpful.
Okay.
Yeah. Gilmore Girls. I also really love The West Wing. I love 30 Rock.
Okay.
Grew up watching Conan was my favorite show growing up too.
Okay.
Simpsons I was big into. Yeah. Buffy the
You,
Vampire Slayer, all the great.
you took a little liberty there. I gave you one and you took like six.
Sorry, I found out I'm being executed soon. Just so just
Favorite
wanted to get
movie?
all the information out.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh
we're digging deep here. We're going deep into the archive. Favorite movie?
Goodwill Hunting.
Really?
Yeah, I love that
You
movie.
have any others? You got the same. I'll give you the same leeway. You got a couple.
Nope, I'm just gonna go on.
No, come on
You think
now.
I'm gonna zig? I zag.
Oh my gosh. Well, what else do we got? What else you got going on?
What else? I've got a show at the Slipper Room in New York on Tuesday. Very excited.
Okay.
I just was just doing a show out in Hartford. That was cool. Bridge
Yeah.
Street Live. Great
Yeah, we were
spot.
supposed to get together last week.
Yeah, I was in Pittsburgh doing shows and then I might travel and then I got back and had to leave the next day kind of thing. So yeah, thank you for rescheduling. Appreciate that.
I'm just kidding. You go ahead. I'm cutting all that out.
And then yeah, just what else is going on? Marital bliss, so fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
And
then
your
just,
merchandise.
some
Tell them about your merchandise.
got some stickers available.
What does it say?
They're
I forgot. I wrote it down. Queer something or other, right?
Oh yeah, one is from an old bit, really old bit called Queer Bop, and it was about how they have like Kids Bop, which are
That's
kid-friendly
yeah.
versions of songs, and then this was like going to be gay versions of pop songs
Yeah.
where you just make it gay. So that was silly. And then yeah, I have one that's me kind of just like cartoon version with an Irish
Okay.
like shamrocks and then a rainbow over my head, and then
Yeah.
one that is all the famous Helens in me. So it says Hunt, Mirren, Wildy, Keller of Troy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
those
love it.
are
I love
fun.
I love everything. I because on your on your website, and I will include the links to your website, your Facebook, your Instagram, everything you do,
Thank
YouTube, whatever
you.
you have. Did you have fun?
I had so much fun. Did you?
I loved it. I told you it was going to be a bumpy ride because again, it's not often where North Carolina and the stuff. Even though you're from Ireland and stuff, I feel like I'm kind of joy because until you've been to North Carolina, you've been to some. I've been to Seattle. You've been to these different places,
Hmm.
and you talked. We didn't do it, but real quick, when you talk about material that doesn't work in New York would work in North Carolina,
Hmm.
that's you're pretty bright to sort that through.
Mm, thank you. Yeah, I mean, they'll tell you right away if it's working or not, which is helpful. You really can find out from the laughter or lack thereof if is
Yeah.
it working? Is it doing like that? So that's really fun. Yeah, but grateful to have been in all those places. It really was really helpful before I got to New York. And then New York is its own, education.
Yeah, like you were just in Connecticut, and I imagine you have stuff there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last one I just remembered, Taylor Swift.
Hey, just got married
And
also.
you were at a bet. I think you think they're going to stay married? You got a bet on
Oh
that?
yeah, they're definitely gonna stay married. This is it. This is
Really?
true love. This is what true love looks like.
I I I think we should make a bet right now.
Okay, I'll take that bet. If I may quote Taylor Swift, haters gonna hate, 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 hate.
No, no, it's not. I'm rooting for the best. It's like my
Yeah.
whole thing with the sheep. I'm rooting for the. It's like Taylor Swift and sheep. This thing's come off the rails. Just, just stick a fork in this thing. Now I don't want to bet. Now I'm scared.
Yeah. I feel very confident. This is it. He's such a good match for her. He takes such good care of her. He's so like open to the, all the publicity and stuff. He handles it so gracefully.
Yeah.
That's what she needed. That's what she needed, and she got it. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for as a complete stranger to her.
Okay.
This
Yeah. Listen.
parasocial madness, but I'm very happy.
All right. Let's make a pact right now. Put your pinky up.
Okay.
2 years from now.
Oh, 2 years? That's it?
Yeah.
Great. Sold.
You're coming back. You're going to
I'll
come
be
back and visit
back.
me. Will you come
Yeah.
back and visit me?
2 years. Yep.
Well, we can come back
And we'll
before then.
celebrate their anniversary. We'll celebrate their 2 year wedding anniversary. And oh, what a joyous occasion we'll
Say,
have.
Scotty T, I got you a sheep. All right, so we're gonna do it. Thank you from bottom of my heart
Thank you.
for
This was such
being
a
here. I
pleasure.
really had a wonderful time. You were a
Me
lot of
too.
fun.
Thank
All
you.
right,
This was
so we
so
got
fun.
one more piece of business.
Let's do it.
I say it and you do it. Helen Wildy, your comedy minute. Go ahead.
Hey. I just got married. Thank you so much. Gay married. The best time. I'm with you guys. The gay marriage should be illegal. It is too good for the earth. It's amazing. I'm so like a sexy slumber party with my best friend every night. Are you kidding me? I'm so happy and so tired. Like I haven't slept since I met her. I'm aging like a two-term president. You know what I mean? Like I'm 19 years old, believe it or not. That's what's crazy. Because who's going to tell us? Who's going to say you guys can't watch all 7 seasons of Buffy the Vampire Slayer today? Who's going to do it? Our nervous dog? No, she loves Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Um, My wife tricked me into getting this dog actually because I was not a dog person, but she was a genius. Always marry someone smarter than you because she said, "Hey, you want to get a cat, I want to get a dog. Perfect compromise. Let's get a
Good.
hairless cat." I was like, "You know what? A dog would be great because I'd rather have a dog that looks like a dog than a raw chicken cutlet." And I do like dogs. I think maybe I feel the same way about dogs that I feel about men. Like I can appreciate how cute they are. I just don't want to touch them. And they're not allowed in my bed, except for this one. Thank you.
Wow. Wow.
Billy. That's why I did not know what was going to come out for the comedy minute. So
It
that
was
was
no,
fun.
it was you can go on. I'm sitting here, I'm
That's
loving
perfect.
it.
Yay. Thank you.